What's up, you guys? It's your girl Rossie, and I'm back with another amazing show. You guys know I always say amazing because I have only the best artists around in the country, you guys. And tonight I have with me an artist. Her name is Sohnaiotw. She's an absolute beast. I've been waiting to do this interview for quite a long time. I cannot wait to talk to her, and you guys get to meet Sohnaiotw on the way. All right, so let's get. Where are you from, Sohnaiotw?
I'm from Fresno.
From Fresno? Have you lived in Sac? Are you
Yeah, actually, so I've been in Fresno since college, and
okay?
then after college I moved to Sacramento, and I was probably living out there for like 5 years. I think it was
Okay.
like 5 years, and
Okay.
then yeah, and then I moved back to Fresno for a little bit, and now I'm in LA.
So, what makes a young lady like you want to get into entertainment, rap, just hip hop? I mean, it's so guyish. And you guys, all of Sonae's
You said
links
you
will be
said
in the
Gaius.
description. It's guyish. It's testosterone. It's all of that, right? But then, so you guys, you can link up with her YouTube. Please go to her YouTube. You guys can link up to her Instagram, her website, all of
Yes,
that, okay, in
yes,
the
yes.
description of the video. But I say that to her because she holds her own, okay? She absolutely does. Like I told her, she's an absolute beast performing and on the mic. So you getting into this world, how old were you? What made you want to become a rapper?
I just started rapping like 2 years ago.
For real?
Um, mhm. But I always loved rap. I always loved to learn them, and I would write poems. And when I would recite them to people always tell me like that's a rap, and I'll always be like, no, it's not. Well, it's a poem, okay? I'm a poet, right?
He is a poet,
And
a poet.
yeah,
Let
but
me let me tell him. Go ahead, go ahead. You finish up because I'm trying to get to that music. Go ahead though, please.
how did I get? Oh yeah, this is a workup. So there's that, and then I was I was writing essays for college students like after college, and so I'm like writing like 10-page papers. Like I'm still full time at work, and then
Wow,
I would come home find time for other people's homework just as my side hustle, and I'm just
wow,
like I can learn a whole subject and write about it. And get an A or B, write a whole essay about this topic that
wow.
I just had to teach myself. So I was like, there's got to be like something more. I can do something more enjoyable with my ability to write. So then
Right.
I wrote a song.
What was the name of the poem? Do
No,
you
I
remember?
wrote a song. My first song. It was
What was the
Keep
first
the Change.
song?
Keep the Change.
Okay, okay, okay. That was Keep the Change. That was like 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Okay, all right. Obviously, going through your discography here, and so I'll tell you guys some of her classics because "Keep the Change" is a classic. "Missing" is a classic. "Do What I Want," I love that song, by the way. That's a
Oh,
classic. Okay,
I
but I
sleep on
have
that song.
"I Quit," dope as hell.
Yes, it
"Think
is.
I'm Dumb." Oh my gosh, we're gonna put that to the side. Okay, we're just gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna talk about
I
that.
love that
That
song.
is that's one of my favorite songs. I mean, and to watch her perform "Think I'm Dumb" is just this right here that you see sitting right here is not the person that is on the
No.
stage. You are so intriguing to watch on the stage. I mean, I've seen that clip so many times, and every time I see it, I'm blown away because your stage presence is crazy. It really is.
Thank
And the
you.
song is
Thank
just
you.
Pressure. I love Pressure. And then you have Sohnaiotw on the way, and there's so many more. But the "Think I'm Dumb," how did you come up with that? The your performance on the stage. I mean, how do you get into
How do
that?
I
Because
decide?
yeah,
It's like when you really like okay. So I guess like all the words are like I'm really saying something that I believe in.
Okay.
So I like I'm like acting it out. Like
Okay.
I'm giving them the emotions and the like the expression that one would have if you had to
Right.
say such a thing,
Right.
right? You know,
Right.
so it's just like so yeah. So I'm theatrical. That's what I
Yeah,
want to say.
very much. There we go. Very theatrical. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that performance, I mean, when you start, first of all, just even before you start rapping, but when you get into the performance and the way you work the crowd,
Yeah.
I mean, it is like you mean what you say and it comes across.
Mhm.
Just you talk about, your size and how small you are, but like don't mess with me. Your heart is huge. Have you always been like that? Are you more of a quiet person?
um, I think I've always been like that. I think
Okay.
I am like more reserved,
Okay.
but I'm very much like don't get me there. Don't get me
I
there. We don't
can,
have to do this. We don't come. Don't get me there.
and so all of the songs that you write, I mean, you write your music. That's what
Yeah.
you do. There's no ghostwriter there.
Yeah.
You write your music. When you
Yeah.
write, like for instance, Think I'm Dumb, how long does it take for you to get to that? How does the idea pop up and then you just write the
Mm-hmm.
song?
Well, so the first was, I mean, because the words come first. So
Okay.
I'm about my day or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'm like having an internal monologue and I'm just
Okay.
thinking about like the situation or something. And
Okay.
then I'll say a line in my head. And then I'm like, hold on. And then I'll like try to add to it. And if I can
Right.
add to a little bit, then I'll pause what I'm doing and I'll just try to like bust something out.
Right.
So with that song, that's what I did. I started just like writing. The cadence like
Hmm.
like that's
Yeah.
just in my head. So I just do
Okay.
that first, and then I go onto YouTube and I listen to the metronome, the,
Okay.
and I just
Okay.
keep changing the number until I find the correct beat per minute, and I
Okay.
just rap it a bunch of times and find that right. I'm like, you start rapping it, it's like, nope, too fast. Nope, that's too slow. And
Okay.
so I find the BPM, and then I'll look at that time. I was looking for tight beats on YouTube, so I'll do like 82 beats per minute,
Wow.
Glorilla type beat, something like that.
Wow.
And then I'll just go through the beats and I'll just rap,
Okay.
and and then eventually I find one, and I'm like, sometimes it's perfect. And so yeah, then I'm like, okay, and then I would purchase the beat, go to the studio, and make a song.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are you, well, we'll talk about your stage performance. You seem to enjoy performing on stage. Is that something that you love to do?
Mhm.
Because you don't seem to have any shyness about it. Like you're just like you show up and you're ready to go. How is performing in front of the audience and watching them respond to you?
Um, it's it's like it's like that's I know that that's my selling point. So
Right. Okay.
I always knew that that's what I was gonna have to do because that's what I like to do. Because I would go out with
Right.
my friends and we'll be just like having a good time, just like having a great time partying, and then you notice that there's like an attention, and
Right.
so I'm like people enjoy watching us have a good time. So first it
Right.
was like like oh I want to have fun with my friends kind of thing, but it has to be my thing because I'm the only one who has the time to do it. It's my
Right.
dream, so I got to do it
Right.
first. Like if I want to provide that space. But anyhow, so basically, yeah, it just started with like wanting to turn up with my friends. I thought
Okay.
me and my friends were gonna be on stage. So I've always been aware that like people enjoy watching me
Right.
exist.
Are you the only child? Do you have brothers and sisters?
Mhm. Mm. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
I have one brother on my mom's side
Okay.
that I grew up with the closest, and then I have two brothers and two sisters on my dad's side. They're like older.
How do they, what do they think about you as an artist and just your presence, what you're doing, the writing? Like obviously this is not, you've had to always have been talented. Like they know
Yeah,
that. Okay.
yeah, I would say so. I would say my family's always made me feel special. They've always made me
Okay.
feel like I had something going on.
Okay.
Like whatever I did, like they made me feel like I was a light.
Okay.
Um, so there is that. But I have a lot of cousins, and
Okay.
so even though I didn't really grow up with my brothers and sisters on my dad's side,
Okay.
so I just had my brother on my mom's side.
Okay.
But him, in addition to all of my cousins, like it was just like this. Like I was well aware I was special. They
Okay.
definitely helped me to believe that, and they love what I'm doing, and I love even running into cousins I haven't seen in a while. They're like, and they tell me about it. They're like, man, I saw that video. Like, man, you really doing it. Like, keep going, keep going. So you just,
Right.
I'm like, wow, they're all watching.
Good.
So that's like
Okay.
really good. Yeah.
Were you into like growing up? Were you into like drama classes? Did you do a lot of that? I mean, when did you like know, like at what age did you know I just enjoy writing? Like this is something that I may want to do when I get older?
Mhm. Mm, I mean, maybe it begins like with diaries and just journaling first and
Okay.
being able to articulate.
Right.
And then but I didn't think I liked writing. I was just in high school, I was in English, and then my teacher told
Okay.
me actually I need to be in her creative writing class. And so then just like being encouraged by my teachers that I need to be in like more challenging classes for my writing
Okay.
because I'm good at it. I
Okay.
so high school is when I was made aware that I'm good at it.
Okay.
And so then I'm like, dang, is this my gift? Like everybody gets a gift. Is this my gift? I thought I was gonna have
Right.
to write essays for the rest of my life. I was like, dang, I'm probably only gonna be able to write long papers but no, I'm glad I turned it into something more fun and enjoyable. Thank
But
God.
the fact that you was writing essays for people's homework,
Mhm.
I mean, to make that into a gig, how did you even get into that? Because you don't
Well,
hear people doing that a lot.
yeah, huh? I don't hear
Yeah,
nobody
that's not
saying
not
that.
at all.
I don't hear
Not at
nobody
all.
say that's so true.
Yeah.
No, but my ex from college used to go on to like write my essay.com, and he used to get his essays written, and that's how I was even aware that that's a thing. I'm like, people are paying
Okay.
for that, so I wrote a couple for him before, paid me for it, and then it was just like, okay,
Wow.
like actually, like you get a good grade on that. And then I did somebody else's, and it was just a lot of stress because my time management's not good, and
Okay.
so it put a lot of stress on me. Actually, it just wasn't enjoyable, like having
Okay.
homework, like so. But yeah, I'm glad that it was something that I thought to like make money off of.
Right. Yeah, I've never heard that. Um, Going back to your music, you said you only started this like a few years ago. A few
Mhm.
years ago, you reached a lot of heights in your career, in your short career. I mean, the Coca-Cola Studios. Can we talk about that? How that came about?
Mhm.
That was absolutely awesome. You, the photo shoots. How did that happen?
Well, so a friend of mine, his name is King, like King
Okay.
Forever. He was a part of the Future Kings. He So he was actually he posted this video. The video went viral. They were beating on a Coca-Cola can, and then then he got in touch with someone at the Coca-Cola Studios. I think maybe he tagged Coca-Cola, this and that,
Right.
Ends up at the Coca-Cola Studios, and me being his friend, he invited me to come with him. And
Okay.
so we got to go with him to the studio. He was there. It was a 6 hour block,
Wow.
and
Wow.
yeah, it was just a cool like experience. And then
Right.
so he's recording this other song. He's like, okay, like get your verses ready. So we're in there, have the beat playing, just over and over continuously.
Yeah.
And I don't write
Yeah.
like that. I write like with nothing, and then I find the beat
Okay.
later. So
Okay.
that was like, it was a fun, like challenging experience for sure. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I also came across, and Sohnaiotw is really good at freestyling, and the ludicrous.
Oh, you like
I'm
that?
just scrolling through I'm like with you. It's been like, and she does this too, and it's in the car over a ludicrous beat, like that. That was really dope. That was
Thank you.
really really dope.
Thank
Was it
you.
just you just
For
decided
that
to do
one,
it? I mean,
that was one that I wrote
okay,
when I was like Instacarting, and I just was thought of the
okay.
words, cool,
It was
type it out,
Wow.
And yeah, and then I was like, you know, this kind of sounds like the cadence of that one song, and then I'll try to find the song, and then I found
Okay.
it, found the beat, and then that's it.
Wow. No, that was really good. I was scrolling through today and I went to see some of your shorts that you did and I came across that and I'm like, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, and it's good. Like it's really, really good. Like it's a song.
Thank you.
The whole what was it? I think you call it what Iman Sherpert now.
Yeah, I changed it to just get it now.
Okay, to get it. Um
Mm-hmm.
love the song. I love the clips of you in the studio. You're absolutely hilarious. You in the studio with that song.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
Oh,
Just
how did that
happened
come
to come
about?
up. Yeah.
That one, I actually wrote it to a whole different beat.
Okay.
And so, and this happened with a few songs now. So I wrote that to a whole different beat, and then I ended up not being able to use that beat. And
Okay.
so I went to my producer, and he listens to it. We find the beat per minute, and we just came up with something totally different. Like if I showed you both these two
Yeah.
different songs, they're so different. So it's like,
Okay.
yeah, it's a dope process how we like can take something how it originally was and turn it to something so much better with the same lyrics.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
No, that one, that one, yeah, that's the one that I saw on your page, and that's why I shared that one as well. Because when I saw that one, I just like I said, your whole presence, people can't help but watch you. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
what is she going to do next? Now, as far as music, what are you working on right now? Because are you working on an album with these songs that we're talking about? Like, what's going on with that?
Yeah. Yeah. So the end of July, at the latest, I will be dropping my very first project. So I'm really excited about that because every single song is a totally different vibe. And so it's like if you're someone like yourself who's been paying attention and things like that, you'll
Yeah.
see that I'm just like learning what I'm capable of. All
Okay.
these different, it's like so like I'm like genre bending.
Okay.
Yeah. So my project will be out by the end of July.
I can't wait. I cannot wait to hear that project. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to sharing that.
Yeah, me
What
too.
about collabs? Like, do you like collabs? Do you have artists that you would love to collab with?
I have artists that I would love to collab with.
Okay.
But I'm very particular about how I want to collaborate with people because
Okay.
I've tried it a few different ways and I don't like the the pace at which it goes.
Okay.
And I feel like if we can do better work in a shorter amount of time, like it's
Right.
more likely for us to actually put out that song.
Right.
So and plus I've just met this producer in LA, which is like the whole reason I moved to LA. I moved to LA to be
Okay.
near him. Um, I want to work with him. I'm like, so if I can get people you want to come with us, we can definitely talk this song. But like, I don't really want to go to anybody else. I'm so serious.
I get
So
that.
that's my new kind of like that's my new thing. And if it's
Okay.
my song, we're going to him. We could definitely go
Okay.
to him if it's somebody else's song. But I want to be able to be like either I'm on your song and it's your idea, or you're on
Right.
my song and it's my idea. Because
Right.
having to split the creative direction is like sometimes uh sometimes I'm not happy with the result.
Okay, I get that. I was talking to Chilla Tribe Mosey, and what's up, Mosey? He actually helped me with the outro to the song that I'll be playing
Mhm.
to take the show to finish the show. Right.
Mhm.
Anyways, I was talking to him about collapse, and he kind of feels the same way. He's like, he said it's like when I take a bath by myself. He's like, I've tried that before, and it just I don't feel good about it. So he's not one
Mhm.
to that he feels kind of the same way, don't really want to collab because of those
Yeah.
reasons. And maybe the vibe is not there or the way that he works is different from others. So
Mhm.
I get that. I think that you and Yum's awkward.
Yeah.
That would be just you two together would be
That'd be
absolutely
fun.
amazing. That would be really great. When you write
Mhm.
your music and you perform your music, what do you want the audience to get from your music?
I want them to like listen to my music and open their mind up
Okay.
that someone who thinks like me can exist.
Okay.
Because um, I feel like giving people a different way to think is so important,
Right.
and being able to package it in a way that someone would want to listen.
Right.
I feel like that's very important. So I know exactly how I'm being perceived most of the time.
Right. Do you ever feel pressure with um the role model thing? You know what I mean? Having to
Mm-hmm.
watch what you say, or young kids, listen to your music.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that whole role model discussion?
I feel like it's a duty of someone who is
Okay.
influential to.
Okay.
That's how I feel about it personally.
Okay.
I feel like it's a duty. You have a duty when you are influential like this. When you're a beam of light, you don't get to just. You don't get like to me. That's just like it comes with it. And
Right.
so it's not like a problem of mine. I think it's a part of the path.
Okay.
Some people are
Um
born without legs. You know what I mean? Like life could be harder. But,
because I
like
know
this
some.
is my. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Because you're young. You're so young, and I find it hard for young artists to be held to. I know you have to be held to a standard, because a higher
Mhm.
standard, because of your influence, but it's like you're also growing as well. You know what I mean? So I feel
Mhm.
like that
That's
could be a
it.
lot of pressure on young artists like you that are, you know, finding out who you are, to then have to carry
Yeah.
the weight of, let me change this lyric to make sure that this doesn't offend. And speaking of offend, how do you deal with criticism? Do you have people that are offended by maybe you being a female and being so aggressive on the mic? Do you go through that? Have
Mhm.
you had people like, you
Mhm.
know, I don't think nobody's gonna
Yeah.
come up and say that
Be
to you. You know
offended?
what I mean? Like,
No, but I've had some DMs. I get some DMs,
okay,
but yeah, I offend people. Um, but I see everything just like that's my that's what is it like that's my struggle. That's
right,
my
right,
hardship. That's just the burden that I bear. It is what it is.
right,
Um, yeah, yeah.
right.
But what you were saying about pressure and being young and being a role
Yes,
model,
yeah,
I it is pressure for sure. Um, but I think I'm still totally fine with it because I wouldn't want to put something out in the world that I would regret later anyway.
okay,
So it's also a sense of accountability there too.
right,
Um, so there's that, and then yeah, I don't know. I don't actually desire to do a whole lot that I
okay,
think I would regret later.
okay. And as a female artist, do you go through challenges? I mean, we all go through challenges, but I believe as a female artist, I think that you're held to, like, you have to be, feminine. You have to be, you have to have some
Mhm.
love songs. You have to, you know what I mean? What
Yeah.
challenges do you face, or have you faced as a female artist?
With that, um, I don't know. It doesn't feel like a challenge at all.
Okay.
But what I'll say when I first started writing, it was kind of hard sometimes to stick to the point because of how easy it is to just like rhyme these like words that I hear all the time and all this other music. So
Right.
like the first thing that might come to my head, it might be hard to write because of what I'm consuming, you
Okay.
know,
Okay.
to write something different. So there's that as a struggle,
Okay.
or a challenge. But other than that, I mean, I receive criticism online, and I feel like that's okay.
Right.
Everybody does.
Right.
So it doesn't feel like I'm getting anything that I wouldn't get if I was doing anything else. If I was
Okay.
making candles, people would still be like, you shouldn't use this product in your candles. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
no matter what I do.
Right, right. I totally get that. Growing up, what music did you listen to? Like, who were your faves that you just enjoyed as far as artists are concerned?
Lil Wayne for sure. I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
learning Lil Wayne raps just because it's
Right,
like he's just gassing. So you're just like it's fun to know that to know the words. He
right,
makes it so fun. Like I would listen to songs over and over and over until I learned it. But yeah,
right.
so I love listening to Lil Wayne, Kurt
Okay.
Franklin too. I felt
Yes, yes,
right even like he
yes.
was the first kind of hip hop that I could have listened to.
I get
Yeah, like
that.
growing up in church. So there's that, and
Right.
Then and then my mom, she's a big fan of Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Okay.
So we went one day we went to the CD store. We got a bunch of CDs, and she got the Sir Mix-a-Lot Swath CD.
Okay.
And me, her, and my uncle, we were always together. We listened to that CD like front to back, like every day.
Right.
And so it was fun to learn his raps. And so it was just like I've always loved, I've always loved rap.
Right. I think Lil Wayne, and I tell a lot of people that when I first saw Lil Wayne, it was when he came out with The Block is Hot. We were all introduced to him by the Hot Boys. But when he
Mm-hmm.
came out with his own single, The Block is Hot, um, like you said, theatrical, just
Mm-hmm.
who is this 14-year-old kid that is killing these grown adults as far as his rhyming, being a lyricist, and then
Yeah.
following his career. You can't, and I'll say that to you as well, because you have that where you're on stage and you're just, you can't, I can't turn away. Little Wayne is the same thing. When he comes, any music he drops, I don't care what y'all say about him.
Yeah. People
He's
are gonna
fallen off.
go.
Y'all
Yeah.
are crazy. He has not, that man can drop out for 5 years and come back and kill all of y'all from whatever y'all are doing. This man is talented, and I can listen to Lil Wayne rap all day. I can watch Lil Wayne videos all day, old and new, and just be
Yeah.
stunned by how he's able to play with words. It's kind of like E40. E40 is
Yeah.
another one that's just major talent. I think he's way underrated as a
I
rapper,
think
way
so too,
underrated.
actually. I think so
He
too.
really is. This man has come out with a dictionary, his own language. He's come out with food, wine. But as far as his
Mm-hmm.
music, anything he drops, I can listen to him rap all day and tell stories all day about how it
I
was
think
growing up in
has that
Vallejo on
is.
magazine, on,
He,
you know what I mean?
yeah, he should be on like Snoop Dogg status.
Yeah,
Like
and that's the thing is
you know,
like,
Snoop Dogg is like loved by everybody. Like he should be.
yes, he should be in that, in your top 5, your top 10 of greatest rappers of all time. I mean, I don't
Mhm.
get that with E40. E40 should have got a lot of lifetime awards, and he's just not. He just doesn't get that type of love. Like, we love him, we give him
Yeah.
love. He's doing well, but yeah. With new artists today, are there new female artists that you follow, that you are vibing with, that you like their style? What do you
Mm-hmm.
think about the female artists today? Because we got a lot. I mean, it's
Um. Yeah, we have a lot. I think they're fun and
right,
it's just fun music. So
right,
I mean, like right now I'm listening to Bankroll Me.
okay,
She's newer. Like her song's been trending
okay,
on TikTok. She's
okay.
like, I'm calling all the fine shit. Yeah, I don't know. That song goes crazy. So Bankroll
Okay.
Me, Cash Doll,
Yes. Yeah.
Cash Kyla, um, who else? Ken the Man.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I feel like there's
Okay.
a lot of like really good like female rappers that are like they're like on the brink of like breaking through to
Right.
be like more well known.
Right. Don't you
Hmm.
feel like that's happening with you though? I mean, with everything that's going on with you, things are happening quite fast for you. Do you feel
They
like you're in a
are.
moment right now? How do you feel being in it and it's happening so fast? Like, you know, going to be on the Look Cipher here soon. We won't talk too much about it,
Hmm.
but she is going to be on the Look Cipher, and I mean, you got a whole group of talent that is there alone. The Coca-Cola studio, some of the articles that's been
Hmm.
written up about you, and just the way that your music is being well received. Do you trip when you're alone? Do you trip off of like, I just started this and this is where I'm at right now?
Um. Hmm. I
I
don't
know,
know
right?
if it's like that. It's more like I have to remind myself I've only been doing this for like 2 years.
Right,
So more so I just have to remind myself like it's only been 2 years. You're doing good. It's only been 2 years.
right.
I just have to I reflect often to remind myself like that I have done a lot in these 2 years
Yes.
and it's like and I laugh at myself by my story. I quit my job after I made 2 songs.
Did you
I made I
really?
made I made my second
Did
song
you
and I was like
really?
trying to be
Did you
R&B rapper and I just quit my job.
That is,
What?
listen. Yeah. Yeah. And I get it. And I absolutely get it. Yes.
I'm like, forget this. I'm gonna be a rapper.
She's
But then I
and
just did it.
oh my gosh.
That's the best part.
Listen,
Like I really did. I just was like, okay, I'm gonna quit my job and I'll be a rapper. And
and
I'm
doing
now known
it.
as a rapper. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and doing it, and it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
It
So
is
like,
crazy.
okay, as far as being signed, because you're independent right now, do you dream of being
Hmm.
signed? Like, where do you want your career to go?
Man, I want to make residual income off of music,
Okay.
and then I want to dabble in all my other creative talents and
Okay.
hone in on them.
Okay.
Because right now I'm like a, what is it, jack of all trades, master of none, but still better than being a master of one. That's me. I can do some things, but I'm not great at everything. So I want to
I get that.
make my music, make me some residual income, and then I want to become great at all my little fun things that I like to do, make those
Okay.
lucrative too. And I just wanted to enjoy life and make money off of my gifts, and then give back.
Right. Let's talk about your gifts because you do have a lot going on. I mean, if I'm on your page, I'm watching you show me how to put some lipstick on, show me how to line my lips. If I'm on your
Mm-hmm.
page, you're showing me the nice eyelashes and how I can put them on safely put them
Mm-hmm.
on. You know what I mean? If I'm on your page, you're doing a lot of different stuff. Talk about the different avenues or the different talents that you do have and that you're actively engaged in.
Man, um, editing videos.
Okay.
So I have recently um, had, like, since I'm remote now, I have way more time to just actually like just sit and edit the heck out of a video. And
Okay.
so like I'm talking transitions, animations, everything has an animation. This, that, stuff flying in, this stuff fly out. So make three of those. Like I'm really having fun with it. So editing videos is like my thing I do the most frequently right now.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm doing product reviews.
Okay.
I want to do those more because that's residual. That could be residual income.
Right.
Be a UGC creator, where
Yep.
products send you this stuff and you make a video. So if I
Right.
want to be that, I have to already do that. So
Right.
that's what you see with the last video. I'm super inconsistent
Okay.
with that stuff,
Okay.
but that's a talent. I'm trying to, well, when I have time, I go skating. I'm trying
Okay.
to be better at the quad skate. I want to
Okay.
learn tricks.
Okay.
Um, Makeup for the
Yeah.
videos.
Yeah.
There's the makeup part to get ready with me. Um, and I'm also a social media manager for like two. I'm employed by one, and a different one is my client. So I'm also social media manager doing
Okay.
that. Content creator. I edit the videos for them.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything and everything I could like do through social media, pretty much. Like I'm
Right.
gonna do that.
Do you, so I know these are things that you enjoy and have fun with. Do you have like when you have time off, do you hang out
Mm-hmm.
with friends? Do you go out? I mean, what do you do when you're just Sohnai, just all of this to the side? This is how I chill. This is how I relax.
Mm-hmm. Um, true relaxation is um is me at home, um, sitting on my couch, feet up,
Okay.
maybe my iPad in my lap, editing because I like to be I like to do that stuff. So that is
Okay.
relaxing for me, being able to
Okay.
do it like leisurely.
Okay. Okay.
So I'm still editing.
Okay.
Maybe something on in the background that I'm not even paying attention to. That's
Right.
my that's I'm most relaxed there. I love
Okay.
to spend time with my friends and family,
Nice.
but my mind always feels like it needs to be doing something. So
Okay.
I can only set aside a little bit of time. I feel like that. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
feel
Yeah.
productive. It's like
Okay.
spending
I get
money.
that.
Yeah. That's not as relaxing, but I do enjoy
Right.
it, and I set aside the time and the funds.
Right.
Yeah, make sure I have time to like.
What about acting? Have you ever thought about acting? Like, you'd be great.
I was in a short film.
Were you really? What's the name of the film?
It's called Bliss.
Okay.
It's there's a link because
Okay.
the director submitted it to a film festival, and so
Okay.
because apparently the rules are if you submit it to a film festival, then you can't just like put it out.
Right.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a link for it. I can actually send it to you. You can watch
Yeah.
it.
Please. Yeah.
But
Yeah. Do
yeah,
that. Please do that.
it's a short film. It was fun, and they all said like the whole crew was like, you need to keep doing this. So
Yeah. Yeah. I
yeah,
can see
so
you. I can see you in commercials because you're really good with the products that you advertise on your page and the stuff that you do. You'd be great in commercials. Yeah, the short films. I think that I wouldn't be surprised if you end up in that arena as well with
mhm.
your rise to the top.
Man, I think
So
so. I'm trying low key.
yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You listen, Sonae, you got this. Okay, you definitely got
Thank
this.
you.
I'm telling you, you are so talented. You're intriguing. You have this mystery about you, but then you're super chill and super nice, and I love that about you. And so I'm looking forward to the new album that's going to drop in July. But
Mhm.
in
EP.
5 years from now, your 5 year plan, where will we see you at? How many albums will you have out
By then,
by 5 years, girl?
mm, 5 years. How many albums will I have out? Maybe two.
Yeah.
Maybe two. Yeah, I could see myself having like two albums. This one's coming out at the end of July is a
Okay.
EP.
Okay.
But
Okay.
so when I'm actually ready to call them albums and then like put
Okay.
all that power behind them, I think I'll be able
Right.
to do two
Right.
within like the next 5 years for sure. But other than that, in 5 years, I hope to have so much residual income that if I don't do something
Right.
new that
Yeah.
month, I'm still good.
I hear
That's
you.
what I
I
hope.
hear you.
Yeah, you know.
I think that I wouldn't be surprised if sooner than later, you turn on your radio or whatnot and you hear Soné playing on the radio. Because I'm looking forward to what else you have for us, the
Oh
music
yeah.
that you have for us. I'm really looking forward to that. This is your time to give shout outs, all that stuff. This is all you right now.
Oh, okay.
This is
Like does
you.
any
Do your
um
thing. You're ending the show. This is you. Shout outs. Anything you want to talk about, do your thing.
man, if you guys are following me or people that are following me on Instagram, I would love for you guys to just like take the time to like go through my page because to know to admire me as an artist is to understand me as a person. And so I think that I love to be understood. Who doesn't? So it's like
Exactly.
yeah, and I feel like people when they get to know me, then they enjoy my music way more because at that like because sometimes I feel like the music industry is just about being cool enough to be the one to say something.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, so
Right.
I know the strategy I'm doing with this, and it's different. It's different, but hang in there. It's
Yep.
working. Yeah, yeah.
You will be able to link up with Soné. Her YouTube will be in the description of the video, her website, her Instagram. Definitely go through, get to know her because that's one thing I have to say on her social media. She's very open. I mean, you can have it may be a day where she's in a car and she's just chilling with you and just talking to you. She could be talking to you about her
Mhm.
day. She could be giving you some advice. It's a little bit of everything. And then you'll run into one of her amazing performances. You run into her music, and then you're like, "Who is this person?" That's one thing I want you to tell them what you were telling me
Right.
backstage, which was the song "Think I'm Dumb,"
Yeah.
the performance, and I was talking to you about, oh my gosh, who is that person? You were telling me, Rossie, when I saw that performance, I'm like, you're even shocked by who you are on stage because you become a
Yeah.
different person. Tell us that before we leave. You seeing yourself
Like
after your performance.
yeah, after like watching my stuff back, I can't do it for like at least a day or 2 days. I have to force myself to watch my footage back, and then I'm relieved when I watch it. I'm actually proud, and then I watch it over and over and over because it's just like, wow. A lot of those times, like I don't rehearse. I just like
Okay.
go up there and I just like feel myself.
Right.
Like I rehearse sometimes. I rehearse, but like all the movements and things. So there's just like I just go up there. This other person comes on. My
Right.
cousins have confirmed. They don't know who that is up there. They're like, that's somebody else that's crazy. So yeah, I don't know. It's what do they call it? An alter ego.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Beyonce has Sasha Fierce and you have
Yes.
Sohnaiotw. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Y'all, this is Sohnai on the way straight out of Fresno, living in LA right now, doing big things. Send me that link for that movie because I have that
I
movie review
will.
channel and we may want to go ahead and review that. Okay. We'll do that.
Ooh.
We will definitely do
Okay.
that. So send me that.
Oh my god.
Movies, are you into movies? Do you have favorite movies? Are you one that likes to go out to the movies and
Yeah, I like the movies. I don't really go that often, but I do
yeah?
like the movies. I love everything about it. The candy, the snacks, it's just like
Yeah.
sitting up there with all this stuff. But
Right.
my favorite movie,
Yeah.
I always say it, but I think I say it by default at this point, is The Fifth Element.
Oh my gosh, girl, you would be great
You
on
know
the
what I mean?
channel. The fifth L that everyone loves. You'll have to come on the movie
Yep.
lovers
Movie
unite. We'll have to
review.
come on. We'll have
Love
to
that
review
movie.
a movie together and let that audience get to know
Ooh.
you. If you like to do that, like seriously, I let everyone
Yes.
know. And if I hit y'all up and y'all just don't want, y'all are busy, I totally get that. But I'm serious. On the other
Yeah. I have some
movie lovers
opinions.
unite, we'll have to. You know what? I will watch The Fifth Element and I will review it with you. We will do that and
Yes.
we'll talk about that. So I'll let you know. We'll do that in August. I'll shoot a date in August, give you some time to get
Okay.
prepared for that. And so, you guys, just let you know, you guys can check me out on Movie Lovers Unite. Me and John D. Gregorio, we review films over there. We do interviews over there. We have a really good time over there. If you guys, look in the description of the of my channel. I just started some trailer reactions. I did one to Bruce Springsteen's new film. It's going really well. I really appreciate you guys that go into the chat and chatting it up with me about what you liked about the film, or the trailer. Also, I have a Toxic Avenger. That trailer is going to drop. That reaction will probably drop tomorrow. And there's more reactions coming to you. Rossie reacts. All right. Like I said, I have Sohnai on the way with me. You guys will be able to listen to this interview and watch this interview in about a week, okay? To all those that are listening to me on the podcast, thank you guys so much for the 9-star review. I really appreciate it. Thank you for making Rossie's Clubhouse number 22 out of the top 100, number one out of top 100. I really appreciate you guys. It's a growing show, and I really would appreciate if you guys can like, subscribe, share the channel so we can grow. That's all I need you to do. Like, sub, and share. All right. Again, Sohnai, thank you so much. I really
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
for having me.
Of course, absolutely. And like I tell everyone else, in July when it drops, if you want to come back, we can talk about it. We can do a little presser and do maybe a 15-minute presser about your new EP. So let me know if you
Mhm.
want to do that. We can do that, and that
Yes.
way we can get
Yes.
that out because I cannot wait to hear it. You guys, again, this is Sohnai. I am Rossie McCree. This is Rossie's Clubhouse, a Sacramento-based podcast that focuses on interviews in all areas of entertainment. And once in a while, I'll bring someone from another state that will come in and we will enjoy their talent. So shout out to BK the Don out of Atlanta. BK, I'm so thankful that you came on. We have Zoskrilla out of Brooklyn. Brooklyn's coming to Rossie's Clubhouse, you guys. He's coming
What?
July 10th. Okay. I cannot wait to speak with you, Zoskrilla. I want to know how it goes down in your hood. All right. We also have Henny Holyfield. He's going to be coming to Rossie's Clubhouse in July. Henny is absolutely really talented. I love his music. He had a poppin' Christmas song that just went viral last year. So, Henny, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to talking to you. And this Wednesday, you have Caleb Roberts. He's a young actor here in Sacramento. He is doing his thing. He's also an artist as well. So, Caleb, I can't wait to talk to you and see what's going on with you. You are so talented. You're doing great things. And congratulations, young man, from graduating college. All right. So, thank you guys so much. Sohnai, don't go anywhere. Stay right there. You guys, again, this is Rossie's Clubhouse. And Mosey, Chilla Tribe Mosey, thank you for this beat.